Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Big Sports Daddy TV presents the Coastal Bros. I'm your host, Big Chief Daddy, and I got your Week 4 NFL game picks for this week. And if you go back, if you listened to the show last week, I had picked 3 games for Week 3, and I went 2-1. I had the Chiefs, and they won. They beat the Ravens 33-28. Great win by the Chiefs. Their defense still needs to be tightened up a little bit. Jalen Ramsey had some crazy throws, one across his body that, knock it down, as Tom Jackson used to say. But they won 33-28. I also had a game where, I picked the Cowboys. They beat the Miami Dolphins. Some people are going to tell me right now, why did you pick that game? That's an easy game. Well, I was trying to see maybe the Cowboys wouldn't even show up and Miami would have sneaked in. I had the Cowboys actually winning. I picked them to win 27-17. And I thought, oh man, I'm going to be pretty close. At this first half, it was 10-6 at the end of the half, but then the Cowboys came back and they ended up winning 31-6. The game I actually lost, unfortunately. I had picked the Philadelphia Eagles to beat the Lions 26-20. But the Lions actually it was a lot closer game than I thought. It was a good game. The Lions did prevail 27-24, and they are now undefeated at 2-0 and 1. Speaking of, also which Joey Two Wallets picks, he also went 2-1. He had picked the Packers over the Denver Broncos. The Packers did win. He also picked Indianapolis over Atlanta, and Indianapolis won. But his upset of the pick was not even quite an upset, as Washington got trounced by Chicago 31-15. And that game wasn't even that close. And now they're asking, is it time for Haskins? I don't know. Maybe Jay Gruden wants to go play with his brother in Oakland. That'd be kind of cool, I guess, when you think about it. As far as my picks for this week go, I have 3 games for you this week, and the first game I'm going to go with is the 3-0 Buffalo Bills. Yes, the 3-0 Buffalo Bills versus the 3-0 New England Patriots. But sorry, Buffalo Bills fan, this is the time where your fan base and your hopes of winning that AFC East and being kings of the AFC East come down to earth. But I know you're gonna ask Big Chief, who have the Patriots even played? And I'm gonna tell you, they haven't played anybody. They played a Pittsburgh Steelers team that was missing 2 of their stars because those 2 stars were no longer there. Then they had Big Ben. But they were hoping Connor and Juju were going to be the next Bell and AB. They weren't. Then they also played a Miami team that Miami's tanking for Tua. So, of course, they're done. And then they played a Jets team that is down to the 3rd-string quarterback. But then I hear a lot of people also say, well, who have the Buffalo Bills played? And the answer is nobody. But did you actually think the Bills are going to be this good? Not quite sure. As New England is scoring with will, they've scored 106 points to giving up only 17 in 3 games. The Bills have 66-47 ratio, but they're 3-0. But you can ask who they played. I will tell you right now, they're the king of New York because they beat the Giants and they beat the Jets. But then they also beat a struggling Cincinnati team that Andy Dalton might be on his way out with the new coach. That might be the year. This might be Andy Dalton's last year. So when you think about it, it's going to be Brady versus Allen, and there's too many weapons for Brady right now. But I'm going to give you this game's going to be a little closer than most people think. And I'm only going to give New England winning by 6, 33-27. The Pats will win going 4-0. My next game, obviously, is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Detroit Lions. The Chiefs 3-0 going in to Detroit, playing in Ford Field in the Dome. Patrick Mahomes in the Dome. air traffic control. We have a dome. We have a bunch of passes going in the dome right now because he's going to be throwing all over the field. And I believe Patrick Mahomes is going to have about 450 yards with about four TDs, possibly 5, as the Chiefs are going to win 35-21. And I know you think, well, it's only a 14-point lead, 14-point spread as far as you have them winning by. I think, okay, look, the Chiefs have no running game. They have non-existing running game. They had some decent yards. They have McCoy coming off an ankle injury. Hopefully he plays. He was limited to practice a little bit this week. But they've been giving a lot of passing yards to the opponents also. I mean, the David Carr passed for a lot, and they also Lamar Jackson passed a lot in the second half, not the first half. Minshew came in again, didn't know him first game of the year, but didn't even know who he was. Passed a lot, but my thing is their running game. Their running defense is skeptical for the Chiefs, but the rushing game for Lions is not that great. However, a lot of teams get healthy against. They were getting healthy. It looked like the Ravens found something, and maybe the Lions want to pursue it more. So they're going to might concentrate a little bit more on running the ball. And since the defense, the defense does not have a lot of. So the Chiefs, I have them, like I said, I have them winning 35-21. It's going to be a pretty good game. They're on their way to that big showdown against New England, possibly in December. A lot of hard games coming up for the Chiefs at the end, next few weeks after Week 5. But we'll get to that later. My next game is going to be the Battle of the Central NFC North, as it's known to be called now. Minnesota Vikings versus the Chicago Bears. With this game right here, it's going to be a key game because, let me tell you right now, with Green Bay beating both those teams twice, you really think that no one can really lose? Green Bay has beaten both of the teams once, and nobody can really lose. They would drop tremendously. Even though Green Bay lost, you would want to gain a little bit. So Minnesota has a great rushing game. Their passing game will start off slow, but after a while, they picked it up a little bit. They picked up against Green Bay, obviously, but they lost in that matchup. Then they got a little healthy with Kirk Cousins against Oakland, but they're running. Delvin Cook's a beast. He's been running mad since the first game against Chicago. In the first game against Atlanta. However, so I'm thinking that they're both 2-1. They're both 2-1 right now. And my pick, I got it's not gonna be a close game. Sorry, Bears. Trubisky's not your guy. I know you guys think he's no, he's not your guy. I got it 38-17. Vikings are gonna win. Those are my 3 picks for this week's Week 4 picks for your NFL. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook at Sports Daddy TV blog, at Sports Daddy on Twitter. We also have a podcast going out at Sports Daddy TV presents the Coastal Bros. And you can also check us out on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcasts from. Once again, thank you very much. This has been Big Chief Daddy. We'll see you and enjoy the games.